Hi, I'm Lori Allred. Welcome to Inspired by Pinterest, where I browse around Pinterest looking for inspiring pins of crafty ideas from people like you and bring them to life each week on my episodes. Today we're going to be talking about glitter. As you can see, I've got a lot of glitter, specifically glitter cups, but let's start off with the glitter. I thought it'd be fun to show this really funny pin that I saw floating around Pinterest. So this cute little boy folding his arms, and it says right on here, glitter is the herpes of arts and crafts. Once it's on you, it never goes away. And I can attest to that because I was getting ready to shoot today, and lo and behold, I've got glitter all through my hair. I have no idea how I got it there, but at least I sparkle from head to toe. So let's get started. The first, you're going to want to go to my board on Pinterest called Glitter. There's some great pins on there. Everything under the sun that you can glitter and ideas and ways to do it is on that board. The first pin I want to point out is this adorable one by livingonloveblog.com, and she shows a great tutorial on how to glitter up little girls' shoes, these cute Mary Janes you see in the picture. But you can take that to the next level and do high heels, do the bottom of your shoe. There's some really cute pins on my board of different ways to glitter up your shoes. Who doesn't want to take an old pair of shoes and add new life to them? So the next pin is a really clever one from plumadorable.com. She actually does glitter jars, and I'm going to show you the technique that she shows on this pin. And you can go to her blog and see more about how she does that. But it's an adorable way, very easy way to go ahead and add glitter to the inside of containers. And then the last pin I want to point out is this really cute frame. She simply used spray adhesive on this. It's from domesticcharm.blogspot.com. And I just thought she needed a quick, simple, glitzy frame. So she took an old frame, sprayed it with spray adhesive, and then applied glitter. Now, one thing you do want to know about glitter is, of course, it flakes everywhere, even after you've applied it. So my obsession with this started a couple years ago. This cute mailbox over here that we have kind of decked out, it's for girls camp. I work with a youth group and go up each year, and so we had a theme this year of Snow White. So this is our Snow White decked out mailbox. But I had a lot of people ask how I got the glitter on this mailbox. So we're going to teach you that technique here in a minute, and we carry that over into a couple of things. But let's start with those glitter jars that I like so much. You will be amazed at what we use, and I've talked about this before on previous shows. It's Pledge Floor Care Finish. Now, as you can recall, I did a mason jar episode, and we tinted the inside of the jars using this by adding a little bit of food coloring, but it works great for glitter. I used it to add the glitter to the inside of this jar. Look how cute that turns out. Now, I will tell you, it is water soluble, so I can easily, if I'm done with the red or I need this jar for something else, just soak it in some water. That's going to come right out. So not good if you want to add food or anything to that effect. But this technique is awesome for things like these cute little Christmas balls. I bought these over at my local hobby store. They came plain like this and added the glitter to the inside. This one's done with that chunkier glitter. This one's a couple of different colors of the finer glitter, and I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So you'd simply, of course, want to remove that. It comes right off of the top of the ornament. We're going to add a little bit of floor shine to the inside. Now, this is sticky, so it does tend to get everywhere. Of course, we want to pick our glitter. So I brought a great selection of brand new glitters from Doodlebug. There's their sugar coating. It's their new metallic glitter, and I'm super excited to get my hands on this. I've already used up some of the colors. So let's go ahead and pull one out that I think will make a really pretty ornament. Now, these are the smaller bottles. They do sell them in larger bottles like this. So this is the assorted set, and then you can buy them in these larger, I believe it's 2-ounce bottles. So I'm going to pull out this really awesome aqua. So I've got that floor shines inside. I'm just going to put my finger over the top, and I'm going to make sure I coat the whole inside of that ball. Now, I did this with the vase, but I had to kind of roll it through the inside. This is much easier to do it this way. Then I just want to dump the excess out. I usually just dump it right back into the floor shine container. Once you've gotten most of the excess out, then I'm going to add my glitter. Now, I really like the effect of the fine glitter, but again, like I mentioned, and it doesn't even take a whole bottle, but then just put your finger back over it, shake it until you've got the whole thing coated. Now, I do need a little bit more. and it coats it beautifully. Do you remember doing this with acrylic paint? I love this technique even more with the glitter. And you can actually, this is my empty one, I want to make sure. Dump that excess glitter out. Add the top back to it, and you've got this beautiful ornament done with glitter. Simple technique. If you don't need it for food and you're not going to add water to it, this is a perfect way to do it. Very inexpensive. This Floor Shine I've used for several different projects, and I'm not even halfway through the bottle. So that's super fun. But let me tell you what got me hooked on this, besides the mailbox, were these awesome glitter cups. Now I have this really fun picture of, you might recognize her, Margie Romney Aslett. From Girls Paperie. She now works with Basil Basics, who I love and adore, and her cute friend Amy Daly makes these darling glitter cups. So I went and made one of my own. It's not quite as blinged out as Amy and Margie's, but I really like the way it turned out. I made this with a Route 44 styrofoam cup from Sonic. And then what I loved about it is once I've glittered it up, I can add just a 32-ounce cup from my local gas station. Has my favorite drink in it, my Dr. Pepper, and I just think they make the cutest gifts. How much fun would it be to go to a girls' weekend, make up your cute little glitter cups, and you've got this great project, great gift, really memorable. So this is done with the chunky glitter that you can just pick up at most craft stores. This bottle has 16 ounces. It goes a long way, and it's $6.99. And then I did a smaller cup just to show you the difference in the fine glitter versus the chunkier glitter. You can see how different that looks. Now I like the chunky glitter if you're going to be doing a large surface. The same technique can be used on a variety of surfaces. I've shown before a project where we took these cheap IKEA frames that cost $1, and I did the same technique I'm going to show you here in a minute to coat this frame so that I can make it look really Christmassy for this project. So this is fun. All you need is a foam brush, glitter of course, a cup, and I'm going to say you're going to love this. I love unique boxes. This is from our local club store, and it's the perfect size for my cups. So I love being able to use this and dump my glitter in and dump it back out. So we're going to just simply start first by applying just simple Mod Podge. And I'm not going to do the whole cup, but you'll get the idea. I'll show you a couple things I've learned. First of all, you're going to want to coat this once with Mod Podge and then your glitter, and then you're going to want to let it dry. Come back and add another layer of Mod Podge over top of it, and then put another layer of glitter over top of that. Now, some people like to add a third layer of Mod Podge and let it dry, but I noticed when I did that with this, I don't know if you can see on camera, you can see a little bit of the Mod Podge didn't dry completely clear. I still kind of like it. It's really nice and sturdy. I don't have any flaking coming off because of that extra layer of Mod Podge, but on my cup here, I like the extra bling we've got going on with that. It still flakes a little bit. I'll show you a technique on how to help that so that you don't lose that glitter. But here today, so my tip, since you need to keep using the same sponge brush, is I like to put it in a Ziploc bag so that I can use it, let the project dry, go back and use the same sponge brush. And I go through a lot of sponge brushes, so anything I can do to save some money. So you're simply going to just do a nice even coat along here. I like to do it in sections. You can't really do the whole cup. And styrofoam, I've tried on different surfaces. I like the look of the styrofoam better. Seems to hold the Mod Podge really well. And then you're simply going to coat, like I mentioned, this goes a long way, so be generous. And then I also like to, after I've done that first, I like to go over it a little bit and kind of press that down. And then I'm going to let that dry. Again, I'm going to go back over it with another layer of Mod Podge and another layer of glitter until I completely coat my cup to look like this. Simple, very easy to do, and as I mentioned, you can do it on a mailbox, you can do it on a cup, different surfaces. It works great. Just experiment with it. Be sure to let it dry. A couple of tips I've learned about helping that flaking glitter to stop is they do have some different varnish finishes you can buy, spray. This is just a clear wood finish. At the craft store you can pick up an acrylic spray that's clear that will help. Also, one of my favorites is just get some cheap hairspray from the grocery store. Aerosol works awesome. Coat your project really well, and then it really helps to keep that glitter from flaking off of your project. So I think I have glittered up everything. I now have it forever stuck to my skin. It'll be on the rest of my episodes for who knows how long, because glitter never seems to go away. So thank you for joining me on Inspired by Pinterest. Remember, all of the projects I showed here, as well as the pins, you can go to my blog, allreddesign.net, to find those specific links back to the projects. We want to make sure we give those bloggers the love that they deserve for coming up with these great projects. And be sure to join me next week when we come up with more great pins and inspiring ideas.